Hello, this is Jason P. Wilson Zero in X-Force, and this is my comic review for Shinku, #1. This is one of two comic books that I picked up. I kind of wanted to try something different. I read a lot of hero comics, so I picked up 50 Girls 50 and this one. Both of them are Image, as well as I wanted to support and try independent comic companies. Comics that aren't Marvel, DC, even though I love DC and I like Marvel a lot. I wanted to help support some of these other comics out there that I haven't tried too much of, but wanted to kind of, try some new things. And I don't know if I got lucky or if it's just the quality of books that are out there, because both of these first issues, they both are great, and they both get my highest ratings. I've decided to go ahead and do stars 1 through 5, and the 50 Girls 50 I did get a 5-star rating for me, and this one does as well. Now, of the two books, this is definitely the more mature book. The 50 Girls 50, I recommend you see my review. It's definitely more teen and under. This one is really for mature audiences. Now, the theme here is Shinku. She is the last member of a clan, an ancient clan of Japan that used to be one of the most powerful clans. And what happens is she's the last one, and she has this war going on with the vampires of Japan, and I think of the world, but right now it's just Japan. So that sounds, oh hey, look, there's a lot of vampire books out there, and I've read a couple of them. I wasn't really liking them too much. I do enjoy some of the stuff going on in Marvel with the vampires, but again, there was stuff that I thought, well, it's okay, kind of a thing. But this one does it right. In fact, this is a very action-oriented book, and it doesn't have the developed story that you can see happening in 50 Girls 50. At the same time, it's good action and it's written really well, and you definitely have some great characters in this book. Now, I will be being very careful what I'm showing. I will not show any of the stuff that's for mature audiences, but there will be a little bit of blood, but I will, for the most part, not show the other stuff, because this is a very no hold back type book. Now, with that said, there's a reason for the gore. There's a reason for the mature themes in this book. It's not done just for shock value like a lot of other books do. There's a real purpose for the violence and mature content that is addressed in this book, and you never at all at any time feel that it's just there to shock you. No, it's there because it's showing you what's really happening. It's not censoring how brutal these vampires can be, at the same time how brutal our hero can be. But it's never done over the top. It's done it's well balanced. So starts off with a club, and you kind of have this Westerner. He's out of his element here. He's in Japan. He's surrounded. It's his first time to Japan, so he's kind of a stranger in a strange land type thing. Right away, I was really liking the art. Art is very attractive. Kind of the same reasons why I like the art in 50 Girls 50, but it's definitely different. It has a darker feel, yet it's still colorful. A lot of books out there, they try to be dark and they take away the color. But with this book, you feel the darkness, you feel the underground element to this story, but they still have it vibrant with color, which I was very impressed with. So he's basically in this club, and he's like, hey, this isn't really my scene. And his friend's like, no, look, this girl, look, she's checking you out type thing. He's like, nah, she's not really my type. But I will try not to show too much there. But basically, he takes her out in the alleyway, and they start to make out, and he is shocked to find out that she is a vampire. So you can see some of the action here. I'm trying not to show too much for one reason and another, but I'll jump forward to this. So he's basically rescued, and he's rescued from certain death by Shinku, the main character. She immediately has a kind of Kill Bill type feel. Definitely, the action is very Kill Billish. Even her attitude is reminds me of the Kill Bill Volume 1 movie, and right away you're feeling the action. You're kind of in his perspective of everything. You feel like this could be happening to you, and if it did, this is the kind of perspective you'd have. So the first issue is definitely his perspective of what's going on. So he's brought back to her place, and she's explained to him some things that are hard for him to swallow. He was almost killed by a vampire, and she saved him, and these vampires are out to get him, and she actually was been trying to get that particular vampire for a long time, and by killing her, she has made a statement to the clan that she's against. So he's having a hard time swallowing it, and he's kind of addressing her manservant, who's this very sumo-looking character. He seems to be a cool character that I'm looking forward to seeing be developed. And she kind of she's very off-putting. She's obviously a warrior, and he's definitely not used to what's going on. So he's like, hey, look, I don't know what's going on, but no one's telling me anything, and I need some answers. And this big guy, he seems like he's intimidating at first, but then you find out he's kind of a big teddy bear type guy. He's not really, he might be a big, strong warrior, but he's a very nice personality. So our main character's like, hey, you know what? I need some answers. So he follows her into this room that he's not supposed to be in, and she's like, not happy with that whatsoever. So he kind of sees that she's got weapons, and she's obviously an accomplished warrior. And even though she usually does not tolerate anyone in this room because he's a foreigner, she's allowing him this mistake once, and she makes sure that this is only going to happen one time. And then she kind of goes into the story of what's really going on. And I'm really not going to show too much more past this particular page because, like I said, this is a mature book, and I'm making a strong attempt not to show anything inappropriate, as well as not spoil the story. So you find out that many, many years ago, her clan was one of the most powerful clans in Japan, and it met on the battlefield with another one of the most powerful clans. And they find out that this is actually a clan of vampires. So they decide to have a battle to decide once and for all who is the dominant clan in Japan. And the battle is a very decisive one. The vampires end up having the edge and kill most of the clan members. And after the battle, they make it their mission to hunt down every single one of this other clan, this opposing clan that was the strongest, and to wipe them out. And so, through the decades, that's exactly what has been happening. And it has gone down to Shinku, who is the last of her clan. But she has made a stand, and she is now taking the battle to the vampires. Now, these vampires have been in power for a very long time now, so they're not used to being challenged in this way. And you find out that this guy here, he is still the leader of the vampire clan, and he has now, because of what she did killing that particular vampire in the beginning of the book, he has now made it his mission. He knew she was there, and he's kind of ignored her little beast things, but now he has stricken a blow that she has stricken a blow that cannot be ignored by him. So at the end of this book, he makes it known that he is going to kill her. He is going to have her killed. So it's a very exciting book, very action-oriented book. There's definitely blood and definitely mature themes, so anyone who's picking it up, you should know that. But like I said before, it's well balanced, and the mature themes are for a reason, and it feels like organic. It feels like it should be there. So with that said, I definitely recommend Shinku. If you have an interest in feudal Japan, if you have an interest in vampires, if you have an interest in a good action-oriented book, those are all reasons to pick this up. Definitely pick it up. Give it a try. If you like it, you're welcome. If you don't, well, at least you supported Image, who is really trying to throw different books out there, different types of books out there. So again, I give this my highest rating, and I definitely recommend this to anyone who's interested in any of those story arcs, especially if you're into feudal Japan. Feudal Japan is definitely the main focus and feel of this book. Like, I've always liked feudal Japan stories, different clans and stuff. And even though it seems that this is really based in modern Japan, it still has that old world type storytelling feel to it. Obviously, this is not going to be the only time they do flashbacks. I feel that they're probably going to make that an ongoing thing, is flashing back to the clans when they were both opposing forces. So with that said, that is the end of my review. If you have picked this up, please let me know what you think, and I would love to hear from you. And with that said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.